Hello everyone, this is Radra from India, and today I am going to talk about a fragrance from the house of Davidoff. It's Leather Blend. In my very honest opinion, I would like to say that in general Davidoff house is not that great house. I did not like the house because most of their fragrances, be it Davidoff Champion, Davidoff Game, Davidoff Brilliant Game, Davidoff Run Wild, or whatever, Davidoff Horizon, all these fragrances are very average in my honest opinion. But except the classic release that was Davidoff Cool Water and the intense version, but apart from these two fragrances, all other fragrances, either you select from the female line or from the men line, all these fragrances are very average other than the Cool Water and Cool Water Intense. But contrary to the other Davidoff fragrances, this blend line is quite good in my opinion. This is almost a niche line. They have currently 4 fragrances in this line: the Wood Blend, the Agar Blend, the Amber Blend, and the Leather Blend. So today we are going to talk about the Leather Blend. So first talk about its presentation. So this is a box, and the best thing about this box is, what I like is the box size is quite a small, which I somewhat like because I have a lot of fragrances, so, and I also have to keep the boxes, so I like the small boxes. So it is almost of the same size as of the perfume bottle. So the box is quite small and I like it, and it's a nice chocolate colored box, minimalistic design again, nothing on left, nothing on right. On the top you can see this golden colored just engraved Davidoff Leather Blend. It is in EDP concentration, and this is the 100 ml. Currently they have only 100 ml version in this blend line, 3.4 fluid ounces. You can see the batch code in the bottom, and on the back you can see the ingredients, and although it is made in France. So this was all about the box. You can see I like the box, the color and everything, especially the size. And this is the bottle. This bottle is again very dark with a golden color, just I would say it is metallic strip, golden colored strip on the top with Leather Blend written on it in EDP concentration, Davidoff. And on the top there is the logo, Davidoff logo, and on the side you can see the design. It's somewhat crevices in the bottle, it's a kind of crevice, and on the back you can see the batch code and everything. And this is the cap. So this one is only the cap, not from this, so just you can open this, and it's a very nice atomizer, and it shoots, you can see it shoots really good. So it was all about the presentation part. Now let's talk about its notes. So in the top you will get I don't know officially what has been mentioned, I did not check the Fragrantica yet, but on the top, in my opinion, it is quite spicy with a accord of cinnamon, cloves, as well as some pepper and some petroleum kind of note. So what I got, it was quite a spicy, soft spicy, and somewhat a bit pleasant, very pleasant kind of leather with some petroleum accord, and somewhat spicy with cinnamon, cloves, and somewhat pepperish as well. So this was the top note, and right after 5 to 10 minutes you will get some a bit kind of animalic touch, which makes it kind of polarizing in my opinion. And it's not a very typical leather accord like we have seen in other leather fragrances like Bentley for Men Intense, or Tom Ford Tuscan Leather, or Ombre Leather, or even the Ferrari Leather Essence. This is not a very typical leather fragrance, in my opinion. It is somewhat a bit leatherish to spicy to a bit sweeter at the base. So it is that kind of blend, and I like that blend. It is not a very ultra mild kind of fragrance. So in the mid you will get somewhat violet, as well as leather accord as well, and some rose wood, although many people have told that they get the rose, but I did not get the rose accord, but I got the somewhat rose wood kind of note. And in the base it has umber, leather, and a bit kind of very somewhat balanced leather, not very animalistic in the base. I think the umber has provided it somewhat sweetness, and it has some woody note as well. So in the base it settles really good, and I like the sweetness as well as some leather note with his somewhat it has some mature vibe as well. So I like the base. I like once it settles down. Now as far as the projection is concerned, honestly I am telling, I am somewhat disappointed with the projection, especially at least on my skin. I would say it does not project really good. It hardly projects for around 30 to 40 minutes. So if you are looking for ultra beast kind of projection, kind of leather fragrance, then this is not for you, because it does not project really good, at least on my skin. But surprisingly on my clothes it does project a bit better, but again not very beast mode. If you have very high expectation with its projection, it might disappoint you. So I won't rate it higher in terms of projection. I would give a decent 5 out of 10 for its projection part. The sillage is again not that great in my opinion, at least not on my skin, so I would again give 5 out of 10 for its sillage. But contrary to its projection and sillage, the performance is really good, and it lasted a decent 7 hours or even sometimes more, especially when I applied it on the clothes. But even on skin it lasted for around 7 hours. So I would give 8 out of 10 for its performance. The ideal time in my opinion to wear it in is in the winter, especially in the winter night, because it is dark, it is rich, and it is somewhat complex, mysterious kind of fragrance. And it is ideal for mature men, not a typical ultra male kind of fragrance, super macho fragrances like I have told about Bentley for Men Intense, or other leather based fragrance like John Varvatos Dark Label. That is a very good fragrance, leather based fragrance. But it has somewhat sweetness in the base, as I have told, so it can be pulled by some teenagers as well, because it has some sweet character, it has leather vibe as well, especially in the base. So teenagers can pull it off, but it has a mature vibe, so it is ideal for the mature man, especially wearing the leather jacket in a winter night. You can even pull it off in the date. Not an office fragrance in my opinion, not at all for office, but dating or outing with friends, or you have to select the right crowd for this fragrance, because it is somewhat polarizing because of some animalic touch in the mid. But as soon as it settles and becomes a skin scent, it is very sweet. It is a kind of sweet with very pleasant sweetness with leather. So it is definitely a head turner, especially when I applied it on my clothes. It really got me some good compliments. So I would give 8 out of 10 for its compliment. Now let's talk about the price to value ratio, as it is priced at 6,950 rupees in India, almost 7,000 rupees. So at this price, if you are buying it on MRP, because most of the time I have seen it is not discounted, although I got it from the Sephora at 30% discount, I got it from less than 5,000 rupees. So at that price, when you got it at discount, it is a great value for money. But if you are buying it on the retail price, then I believe that it is somewhat overpriced in my opinion. But again, it is really worth trying, especially if you are a collector, then you must try this. But even if you are not a collector, then it is definitely worth a try. Even if you don't buy it, even if you don't want to own it, just give it a try in the mall or wherever you find it. So it is definitely worth trying. So I would give a decent 8 out of 10 for its price to value ratio. But if you get it on discounts, then definitely it will be a 9 and 9.5 out of 10. Now talk about its alternative. So I guess Bentley for Men Intense is a great alternative if you are looking for a typical leather based fragrance, ultra male, ultra macho kind of fragrance. Then John Varvatos Dark Label is again a very good alternative to this. Even Ferrari Leather Essence is a very good fragrance in my opinion, so you can try all those. Tom Ford Tuscan Leather is a niche fragrance. It's somewhat very costly, almost twice its price, so even if money is not an issue, then you can try that as well. So it was all about Davidoff Leather Blend from the house of Davidoff. Thank you.